Hey guys, welcome back. So today I've got a video that's a little different from everything else I've been doing, and what I basically wanted to do in this one was cover everything that I've been doing on Telegram as far as like all the apps and tapping games and miners and shit that I've been playing, and there is a lot of them, and that's why I've decided to do this video because frankly if I tried to do one for each game I was playing, I would be here all fucking day making videos and I don't have time for that shit. I gotta make money too. And what it's gonna be is 4 sections. So super easy, super packed full of information, and then you can kind of just look through this and pick and choose which ones you like and which ones you don't like. So without further ado, let's just jump into this. Get yourself a joint, pour yourself a cup of coffee. We got a long one, boys, so let's get rocking and rolling. Alright, so this is the first section we're going to do, and this is all games that you only have to check once. Alright, so the first thing we have is cats. Now, this game originally came out kind of in the wake of dogs, and they launched, they let you sign up, and then they really didn't say much after that, and it kind of seemed that what they were doing was waiting to see what the dogs token did, and then they were going to launch their plan, and that's basically what they did. So even though they kind of like have a goof around nature and everything like that, they are still getting very popular with platforms like BitGet. They're also partnered with Rules NFT and Nomies, and the one cool thing I like about them is they actually link to like real animal efforts in like the real world, so like live streamed cat feeding stations, and they can also support and take care of cats, so it's pretty cool. And it's a basic setup, you know, you just go, you sign up, it rewards you for all your retroactive activity. You can go over to here and you can do all the tasks and everything they have. And then the one neat thing they have is every day you can upload pictures of your cat to earn points. It'll also have a hand in creating an avatar for you eventually, which is pretty neat. One thing I also did too that is completely optional is I also went ahead and grabbed the cat's OG pass. It cost me like 1 ton, and that's why I have that little check mark. But for $5, it gets me a bunch of perks, and I'm allowed to upload more pics for the avatar. So I figured, why not check it out? I really kind of like this where it's going. Plus, I'm a cat guy, so I can't not do that shit, right? Then next up, we have Birds. The project has a huge following. It's got a lot of partnerships in the Ton blockchain ecosystem, and it's also supported by big players like Binance Labs, which is pretty cool. Their first phase is over, and they're still going to be doing more. And this is another one where you can just sign up and you're retroactively rewarded super easy. And basically you log in every day. You can catch a worm if they appear. Like you can see I actually got one right there. You can also level up your egg. And the other thing you want to do is when you do jump in here, you can go to egg breaking, and you just want to partake in doing this every day because this will also earn you some extra points as well. As you can see, I got like 200 birds from that, so that's really not too bad. And what I'll do is I'll just come and do those every so often so that I can level up my egg and stuff like that. And then I try to catch the little worm thing when it pops up. I can't say that I'm on top of it like all the time. You can also jump in and do tasks that they have here, which are super easy to do. And then they also have a wallet, which right now if you create the wallet, they'll actually deposit a little free sweet token so that you can get started and so that you'll have some gas fees to start rocking and rolling. So this is definitely another favorite. Then next up is BOINKERS. So this one has 200k members plus in all their groups, huge community backing and partnerships with different meme coins in the GameFi space like eDoge, Dogo, and Cheems. So basically you log in and then you level up your little guy by hitting build every so often. You can go to spin, and if you do that, that'll help you get coins that you can use to level up your guy and do like little mini games that'll also help you earn the coins as well. For example, they have this one here, Moonrug, where you can basically go and steal coins from somebody else, or as they call the rich asshole. And then they have an earn section over here where you can go and do different tasks just like all the other stuff, and that'll earn you extra coins and extra spins on their wheel and everything like that so that you can level up your little dude. I actually like this game though. I like the silliness of it, and I figured why not? It's usually these silly little left curve things that always actually end up taking off. Then another one I've really been feeling is Agent 301, which is pretty cool. They reward you with a point called AP, which you can convert into agent tokens if you want. Notable partnership with BitGet, which also hints at a future listing there. The capped supply of 1 billion, 55% is going to user rewards, 24% to the management and devs, and then 17.5% will be for future token sales and everything like that. They also do a buyback and burn mechanism, which is pretty cool, and this one is set to list sometime in October. What I like about this one though is you can play this game that they have, and you can actually earn a little bit of NotCoin and TONcoin, and you can basically earn tickets just by inviting friends or doing the tasks that they have right here. So this one's pretty cool, super easy, and it's another one that retroactively rewards you as well for signing up. You know, you can see how it rewards you for messages and everything like that, so not too bad. And they also have this as well, which is the QR farming, which you can send it to your friends or activate other people's codes, and you can actually earn agent points. And the other thing that I just like that's kind of neat about this is as you earn your ton and your not coin, you can actually head right over here and you can withdraw either which one if you want. So I do like that. I like games where you can make money and pull it out. You know, that's pretty badass, right? Then next up is another one that I like called TONchi. And I mean, this one's super simple. You log in, you start the miner, and then once it has a certain amount of ton that's been mined, you can claim it. And if you do the different missions and everything, you can earn Pepe token. And that alone is what drew me in because I'm just like, okay, cool, free Pepe token. Like, I'm down with that. I like free money. So I think that's kind of neat. And it's not one where you have to be up on top of and check all the time. You can literally start the miner and let it go. It looks like they have it to where you can upgrade the miner and buy stuff, but I'm not paying shit. I'm just going to take the free route because that's how I am. I'm a cheap motherfucker. But super easy, so I figured why not. Then another one that just kind of randomly caught my eye, which I'm like, okay, this one seems pretty cool, which is called BOOL. And these guys are like a decentralized Bitcoin verification focused mostly on Bitcoin and DeFi. They've raised over 2 million. They're backed by, and I'm gonna fucking butcher this and I apologize, Antalpha Ventures, via BTC Capital and Spark Capital, as well as Web3 Port Labs. They've done collabs with over 70 different projects and they've processed like 12 million transactions. So that's some pretty big numbers and shit. And it looks like they're popular in a decent amount of spots around the world. So I figured why not check this one out because it was super easy. You just jump in, you do a couple tasks. And what I really like about this is that you can stake the token. I've always been a fan of things that let you earn a token and stake it because for me it's free money that you can stake, set, and forget, and if something happens, awesome. If nothing happens, who the fuck cares? Just delete the app. So if you've got the time, it might be worth checking this one out. And last but not least, you know, we've got like all the other games, the wannabes, the knockoffs as I call them, you know, Pig's House Bot, Pups, Ducks, Owls, Pandas, Frogs, Rats Kingdom, Pepe's, Goats. And I mean, while a lot of these might seem promising, I still don't know what to think about them or where to go with it yet, but I figured why not go for it anyway because this isn't anything you really have to do work-wise. You just sign up with the app. They automatically reward you retroactively with points for your Telegram usage and how long you had your account for. So I mean, whatever. And then if you decide to jump in and do the tasks, awesome. If not, fuck it. You might get a free airdrop, you might not. The best advice I could give is to just sign up for these right now and don't do anything else. I really wouldn't be connecting my wallet or doing any transactions until they show some promise or a little bit more legitimacy, because every time a new meta comes out, there's always scammers that follow, and God only knows how many rugs and shit are going to pop up with all these Telegram games. I'm sure it's going to happen. So just stay careful out there. But considering it takes like 2 seconds of time, it might be worth doing because when it comes to airdrops, you want to have your toes dipped in everything because you never know what's going to pop. Alright, so now we're going to get around to the second section, and this is going to be all tapping games and stuff that's similar to Notcoin and things like that. Alright, so first up we have MEMEFI, which is popular with millions of people. It's built on the Linea network, which is kind of cool. So I think that's kind of neat that we're getting Linea and Ton kind of meeting up together. Listing is set for October 9th. This one is heavily community driven and it's getting a lot of traction through the gameplay and ad views. And it's super simple. It's kind of set up like an RPG tapper where you can come in and you can tap like all the rest. But I feel that the best way to go is to just come and do the bot. It does a significant amount of damage to the boss, which is pretty cool, and then you can do spins as well and get a nice amount of damage. You can come in here and you can do different quests and everything like that if you want to earn more MEMEFI coin. You can create a wallet for the airdrop, which they suggest. You can also do some transactions and stuff like that. They've got boosters over here, which you can do, and like I said, you always want to make sure you get the tap bot because that's going to be the best way to go because it really just passively mines for you. And that one's super easy, but it is popular, so it definitely is one that you might want to dip your toes into. Now, next up we have Bums, and this one is pretty interesting because it kind of follows Hamster Combat in the way that it's set up, but it's kind of cool because I like the premise of it. It is kind of silly. You know, you start off as a homeless guy and then you work your way up to become this crypto meme lord billionaire basically, and head over here to upgrade different things, upgrade your tapping, your stuff like that. You can also go over to the college tab and do expeditions, which will actually earn you more coins. Then they have tasks. This is definitely one you want to hop into though if you're messing around with tapping games for sure. Alright, now next up, and this one is ending soon, but maybe it might be worth jumping in just for the hell of it because I think they're going to be doing a season 2 anyway, so it might be good just to say that you were early for season 1. And this one is called Musk Empire. Now, it's definitely silly, don't get me wrong. I think the whole premise of using Elon Musk's face and likeness in the game is kind of silly. That's kind of why I faded it a little bit, but I noticed that a lot of people from Hamster Combat were coming over to this one, so I finally said, fuck it, I'll go and I'll check it out. Setup pretty much the same though. You come in, you can mine like crazy, and just like that Bums game, you can come into the city here, you can do different things like invest in different stuff to earn more money. You can also also come to the store they have and buy stuff. The hype zone if you want to upload like content and everything like that. You can get a lucky box every day if you do all their quests. They have battles over here which are pretty simple. It's set up with like contract negotiation. It's almost like their version of rock, paper, scissors. It's not too bad, and it's an easy way to win some extra money if you want to try it out. But anyway, this might be something you want to check out too. They did have a thing where they were giving away vouchers that you could sell on their NFT market. That was kind of like a pre-sale listing for their token. I came late to it, so I didn't get that. They have their quests over here that you can do, their daily stuff. It's super easy, and most of the answers and everything can be found on Twitter, so it's not too bad. And over here in the improve section, this is where you'll just do different stuff to level up your guy so that you can earn more passively. I kind of like this one though because you can just set up your passive mining and you really don't have to come in and tap as much, because then you'll be earning like shitloads. Like I'm earning like 9.6 million right now, so it's not too bad. Leveling up is definitely key in this one. So next up we have the BABYDOGE tapper game, and this one just kind of interested me because I noticed it was tied in with the Wax blockchain, and I'm really big on that blockchain. I've really been all about them since 2019, and I always like to keep an eye on projects they put out. I'm actually in on a few other tapping games that they have as well. But the setup on this is pretty simple. You tap, 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 and then you can head into outfits. You can buy different outfits and stuff like that, and as you level up the outfits, you'll also be leveling up your passive mining. So this is like another one I like because you don't have to be on it constantly. You can just kind of let it passively mine and just check in with it every few hours. They also have invites that you can do, and then over here they have quests that you can do. So if you do a couple of these, you can earn some extra money right off the get-go, level up your passive mining, and then kind of sit back and just hang out. But like I said, pretty interesting because it's tied in with Wax. I'm all about it, so I want to see where this one goes, and it's still fairly new. If you click on profile, you can head over and link your Wax wallet and your TON wallet, so it might be worth doing that just in case something happens. Who knows, right? So this is one you're going to want to put on your list too. Then we have another one that I've talked about before, which is WUFFITAP. This one is really great. I like this one. These guys did an airdrop on Wax a couple of months ago, and it went over really huge. It was worth a lot, and they just keep putting out banger after banger after banger. They've done a lot of good stuff within the ecosystem, and now they're kind of bridging Wax, Solana, and it looks like TON together, which is kind of neat, so I'm all in on this. Just like any other tapper, you can build up your tap bot, which I definitely would recommend doing. They've also added some new stuff like a game called Moon Sprint, which is pretty cool. You can play that to earn some extra woofy. And even though their season is ending, like I said, you know, with a lot of these games where they're doing stuff in seasons, even though it might be near the end, it's still worth jumping in just to say that you were in season 1, because you never know what that may or may not entail. They also have up here, which is their treats token. I actually ended up buying this. It was only 0.5 TON. I grabbed some just to have it because A, to have the interaction, and B, it might help out in the airdrop. So if you have a little TON to play with, it might be worth checking out. The one thing I do like about WUFFITAP though is their tokenomics, and the revenue from boost purchases that people buy, they use that to buy Woofy tokens and then they burn them. So they're basically increasing their scarcity, which is badass. Their ecosystem alone has reached a market cap of like 50 million or more. So that kind of tells me that the airdrops are going to be pretty juicy. Another popular one that I decided to dip into as well is called HOLDCOIN. Now this is a little bit different. You're not going to be tapping. For this one you have to hold down the button and a little magnet appears and sucks in all the coins. But basically set up just like any other tapping game. You have your friends you can add. You go to the earn tab to do all your tasks. You can go to the mining and build up your passive, which as I always say, make sure you do it. Over here for the airdrop, you just want to make sure you connect your TON wallet. And then right up here in boost, the same thing as always. You just go in here, you level up your stuff, you increase how much you can tap, you recharge your energy, and then you can also do like a little bit of a 10-second bonus. They've also got this right here, which is a diamond reclaim, which you can do. You just come down here, hit reclaim. You get a couple of tries each day to go for it, so that one's worth checking out. And then over here is like another thing you can do to earn more diamonds as well. So make sure to add this one to the list if you're doing all the other stuff, because it is pretty popular, and with its massive following, it has the potential to definitely be something. Then next up we have BABYDOGE, which actually attracted over 1 million players within like 8 hours, so this one's pretty big. It's associated with the BABYDOGE coin, which is a coin that was created by the Doge community, and BABYDOGE has a locked value in the ecosystem of like around like 10 million or something, which means this is going to have some substantial backing. Their token pause is what you can earn, and basically you come in, you just tap away like all the others. And with this one, I do suggest going into the shop and using all your tokens to boost up as much as you can all these different things, because then your passive mining will go up, and anytime you can do that in any of these games, that's huge, because passive mining is key, because then that's less work you got to do. Then next up up is WUFFITAP. I kind of faded this at first because I was like, all right, whatever. It's just another boring tap game and it's using a cute cat. But I didn't realize that they were actually backed up by OneWin Gaming, which is pretty huge in iGaming and like all the different crypto sectors. So I figured, why not? I'll mess around with it, you know. The token itself has a supply of 10 billion, but I haven't seen how that's going to be distributed yet. Pretty simple though, like all the others, come in and tap, 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 head into earn, and you want to boost up all your stuff that boosts up passive mining. You can head over into the OneWin games, check out all their different games that they have and earn extra tokens if you want. This one's pretty simple, you know, it's just when you want to jump in, set up your passive mining, and just check in on it every couple of hours, maybe add it into your rotation. Then next we have the CEX.io Power Tap game, which this one's pretty simple too. You just log in and you tap, tap, tap away. You can head over into mine and use your coins to set up your passive mining, which I think I've said that a million times and have now drilled into your head is the way to go. You can do all these different tasks to earn more coins. And then they have an option over here if you want that you can head over into convert, where you can actually take some of the coins that you got and convert it into their crypto or vice versa. So if you want to play around with that, that's another option that you have. And because it was developed by a crypto exchange, that has some pull to it for me. They're partnered with the game Gems, I know as well, and they have over 1 million players. So this is one that I ended up putting on my list to mess around with. Then another one, and it seems kind of silly, is the Banana app. It seems pretty cool. It was launched in July of 2024, and the concept is pretty simple. You just come in, you tap away, you can harvest bananas, which you can then exchange for peels or USDT. The reason I'm all about this one, it was developed by Carve, and I really like a lot of the things they're doing. I've been farming their airdrop, and it seems pretty interesting. So I figured, why not go for the game? Not only will it probably help with the airdrop, but vice versa. And I like the way the game is set up too, because you can come in every couple of hours, you can claim a banana. If you want, you can watch a video and get extra rewards for USDT. Then when you claim it, you can also share it with friends and earn more if you want. I've just been claiming them right now and putting them all into my bag, and then if I get any doubles, I'll sell them, because what's kind of cool is that all of these things actually do have a value, and you can take whichever one that you have which earns the most per day and equip that, and then every day you can come in and tap away to earn some peels, which is kind of neat. They have your tasks down here you can do, and then over here in apes, this is just your group that you invite. I like this one though, it's fun, and I do like the concept of being able to collect these and trade them for USDT. While to some people it might not seem like a big amount, there's other people around the world that's a lot of money, man, so I ain't gonna hate on that. Then next up is something new that just came out a couple of days ago called the VANA Data Hero, and this one is backed by Polychain and Paradigm. This is a pretty good one, and it's got 20 million in funding, which is pretty big. It's got a user base already of 1.3 million, and basically this was created by MIT grads who originally wanted to mess around with AI and learn how to monetize data through decentralized mechanisms, which I think is just fucking crazy. Beyond anything my little brain could possibly comprehend, but what my little brain can comprehend is that you basically come in here and just tap the shit out of this thing and you level up. Like, that's it. That is simply it. There's really nothing else. Just come in and tap, tap, tap. So this might be something you want to set up with a tapper. I didn't say that. You never heard that, or something else, and that'll be that. So you might want to put this one on your list though, because of those backers. It could be something big, right? Then there's this one I'm messing around with called TAPSWAP, another easy tapper. They have tasks you can do, like watching YouTube videos. Eventually, with the coin and the revenue you get, you can start building up a little town that also earns you coins and stuff as well. And it might pay to use their swap decks a little, maybe to swap here and there, because you never know, that might get you some more stuff for their airdrop. Super easy though, and like I said, I really like the concept of the whole swapping thing. That's kind of cool, so it might be worth going in for this and trying for their TAPS token and seeing what happens. Then we've got this interesting one I found out about, which is called Diamore.co, and this is interesting because apparently it's backed by an actual diamond dealer, which is pretty crazy. So this one I really like because you basically come in, they give you a small amount of seconds to come away and tap and earn. So it's not like all the other tap bots where you tap it refills, you tap it refills. So you come in, you tap, you earn your diamonds, and then you get to start tapping again in 8 hours. So this is one that you're really not going to spend a lot of time on, which is cool, and I always like ones like that. You can head over to upgrades and upgrade it so that you'll earn more per tap. Then you can go into quests. They have an NFT over here, which I didn't really look too much into. I have to check it out. The whole premise of it does seem cool, you know, I mean, a whole diamond dealer running it, so I figured, why not? It's another miner you can do. You don't have to jump on it all the time. It's just a couple of taps, so might as well have your hand in as many cookie jars as you can, right? Or in this case, diamond jar. Then next is WCOIN. This one is an easy tapper. You just come in, you tap away, you can earn. You can head into WAI, do different stuff, upgrade different stuff, and this will help you earn the WAI token, which they have right here. The thing I really like about this is they have staking, and I'm about any game that allows you to do that. I think that's really cool. I'm into coins and staking. I don't know why, I'm a fucking nerd for that. So if I can earn free money and then stake it, I'm all about that. And the last two I wanted to go over are the Yes Coin games. Now, when I got into these, I was a little confused because I didn't know if one was a scam and one wasn't. And as I try to do more research into it, they both basically fucking bicker back and forth about who was first and who was best. So I could really give a shit less. I'm just going to mess with both. If you go to the one, it's basically a simple tapper, just like all the others and just like Notcoin. You come in, you tap away, you click on the rocket, you can earn up your boost, you know, buy the tap bot so that it passively mines for you. But when I jumped into these guys' Telegram, there were a lot more active people in there. They claimed to be the original ones and they claimed to have the patent. So who the fuck knows, right? And then there's the other Yes Coin, which has more of like an 8-bitty type feel to it. Looks more like a video game. This one's a little bit different in that you don't tap, you're kind of swiping back and forth, which already made me be like, fuck that, I don't have time for that. So I made sure to buy their little Autobot thing that they've got right here, which basically just munches away and taps away for you, so you really don't have to worry about too much shit, and it passively mines for you, so I'm all about that. So it might be worth adding this one to your list. If anything, with them both going back and forth, maybe one will try to outdo the other and do better airdrops. We'll just have to see, right? Alright guys, so that completes part 1. I really appreciate you sticking around and watching all this. I've got all the links and everything you're going to need below. I've also got a link to a Google spreadsheet down below as well with all the games on there, and it's got little brief descriptions about each game. And then I've also got a link to my Twitter if you want to shoot me a follow. I'm always posting up shit on there. Otherwise though, I thank you for stopping by and enduring this very long video with me. I hope I was able to help you out in some way. Keep your eyes peeled for part 2, and as always, let's get paid, fam.
We're all